we're going to make a transition. We'll call this Content 2.0. We're going to start here. You have a goal. That is really nice. I'm pretty proud of that. Let's say the goal is sell more widgets. All right? It's a good goal. Maybe you're in the widget selling business. It reorients your thinking just to say, I have something I'm trying to accomplish here. So what happens next? It turns out maybe you're already selling some widgets. And perhaps you have a newsletter and you're able to figure out that the people who subscribe to your newsletter buy more widgets than any other customers. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? We don't know quite. Do they buy more widgets because your newsletter is so awesome and it's always reminding them to buy more widgets? Or do they subscribe to your newsletter because they were already your best customers and they just want to know everything you're up to? Well, I'm not sure. It's a chicken and egg sort of thing, but nonetheless, you theorize, if that newsletter is even better and hits closer to home, maybe I'll sell more widgets. It's not a bad theory, and you could test it. So, we're going to think about how to be specific with that, what we could do with our newsletter. We're going to think about our messaging. What do those customers want to hear from us in our newsletter about our widgets? Remember when this was the beginning? We've come a really long way. Now it's time to write the content. We're not even unhappy about proofing the content now because we've realized that looking really professional and being on top of things gives our customers a better impression of us. So great, that's an important part of what we do. And then look, we're going to really get our content and our design tied together. That's going to make a big difference. We're not even going to celebrate here because there's a final step that we're going to take. Once we get done, we're going to analyze it and see if indeed we were right about that newsletter or if we need another strategy entirely. All right? If this sounded familiar to you, that's awesome. This is a great day in the content shop when you get to do this kind of work. You get to plan it, understand who you're talking to, execute with a system that's all tied together, analyze what you did. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that. We should all be happy with that.